that liked me because I was stable and I offered something stable. And what happened was is she was offered something that was along the lines of greed, which is called going for it all. And there was a local cop that was on the beat in my neighborhood. And I was married to a beautiful biker looking girl. Okay, she had tattoos, she was slim, she looked good, she was, nice looking girl. And this cop had the eyeball and said, "Hey, how you doing there, ma'am? How you doing?" She's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then she, engaged in a conversation with the cop, and then became friends. Okay, over time. And then the dude would come by and, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he's like, "Ah, I'm Joe." Blah, 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 blah. Right? "Oh yeah, here's my wife, and I've got two step kids. You know what I mean?" And it's like, "Here's my stepsons. And yeah, what you doing? Everything's fine." And then um, one day, my wife's talking to the cop and says, "I'm not happy. I want to get a divorce. I want to get him out of the house. What should I do?" And the cop goes to her like this, and he says, "Well, here's what you do. Take all his stuff and throw it out in the front lawn. And when he comes home and he's angry, call 911, and then we'll come." So I'm working a hard day. I'm in my truck. It's a big black Ford F-150 Ranger Lariat, 44-inch tires, centerline, nice polished centerline rims. I'm cruising down the road. I'm listening to the radio. I'm driving down the road. I'm coming up to my house, and I look. And I'm like, "Wait, are we having a yard sale?" I pull into the driveway, and I look some more. And there's our garbage can. Our garbage can is fucking filled to the top, and our marriage picture is sitting on the top, and it's smashed. And I look, and like everything that I treasure is just fucking scattered all over the front lawn, everywhere. Everything that, every collectible, everything that I loved was right there. And listen, a normal guy would have freaked out at that moment. So she's sitting on the front porch, and she's got the phone to her, and she's talking to her girlfriend. She's like, "Yeah, he's pulled up right now. Yeah, he's getting out of his truck right now." She's talking. So I walk up to her, and I says, "Give me the phone." And she goes, "Huh?" And I grabbed the phone, hung it up, and I dialed 911. And I went like this. And I went, "Bing, ding, 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 ding. 911, what's your emergency?" "Hi, this is Eric. Da-da-da. Eric who? Da-da-da. Yeah, it's Eric. Listen, I just came home, and all my stuff is thrown all over the front lawn." "Okay, we'll have somebody respond right away." "Okay, thank you." Um, so I'm sitting there. So all of a sudden the cops pull up. They get out of the car. "What's going on here?" "All my stuff's over here. This, that. Uh, I said, "Look, she just broke everything, and the whole house is all disheveled." I says, "I need her out of the house, man. She's broke everything. She's going to burn the house down." Cop says, "She lives here. She can do whatever she wants. She wants to burn the house down. It's her right. She can do whatever she wants." "Oh, really? Okay." Well, they says, "But listen, you guys need to split apart, because if we come back, one of you is going to jail." I says, "Okay, it's not going to be me, but while you're here, I'm taking all the vehicles." And he says, "Well, you can't do that." I says, "What do you mean I can't do that?" And the cop goes, "Well, that's her vehicle." I said, "No, it's not. They're mine. They're all in my name." All right. So I jumped into my new car. I left my truck. I drove the new car to the airport, into the airport parking lot. I got a fucking 1 month ticket, fucking left it there, and I put that ticket in my fucking wallet. Nobody knows where the car is now. I take a cab, I get a cab, I come back, I get the truck, and I go. So to make a long story short, well, let's extend the story a little bit. I'm going through mediation. This is where I'm sitting down with my ex-wife, her lawyer, my lawyer, and then there's a powerful lawyer that's over. He's the mediator overseeing everything. We're all sitting at a table, and all of a sudden, we're talking about assets and things in the house. Okay, what are we going to do with the house? And before you sign that document, hold on, here's a letter came in the mail for you, sir. I says, what letter? Oh, it came to your house. Your wife was staying there, right? Okay, okay. I open up the letter and it's a summons to appear. And I'm like, summons to appear for what? I says, hold on 1 second. So I go outside and I make a phone call. I call up a friend of mine. I said, listen, run this summons really quick. Case number, blah, 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 blah. And they come back, oh, that's domestic violence. It says, blah, 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 blah. Subject driving around neighborhood in a truck. Okay. Now, there was never no arrest. It was just an accusation. So what it was is there was a restraining order. I left the house. She was in the house. She filed another thing saying that I was driving around. Okay. So when they pushed that over to me and I looked at it and I was like, wait a minute. I never drove around the house. I never did nothing. And I never got this fucking summons. And it's a failure to appear now because I didn't get the original summons that was issued 30 days. They didn't give me that one. So now they've held my mail and I've got a failure to appear. So I stopped the fucking mediation right there. And I says, I'm not going to sign anything. And the mediator's name, his name was Daniel Bass, and he was like a congressional fucking lawyer. He's a congressman or some shit like that. I told him, I says, you run a sham operation here. I says, I'm not signing a goddamn thing. I said, all you guys can jam all these documents up your ass. And I looked at my lawyer. My lawyer said, shh, 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 for a moment. And then he says, we're going to trial. Like that. I was like, what? He says, we're going to trial. He says, you've got these allegations now against you. Now we've got to go to trial. So I was like, okay, let's do it. She's not getting the house now. I'm not signing no documents. Mediation is over with. We're going to fucking trial. So here I am on the day of trial. I'm wearing a nice suit. She's kind of dressed up all right. I've got a jury. Fucking, there's a jury of my peers sitting there, okay? A full fucking jury. The prosecution calls up their witness. It's the sheriff. He sits on the stand. He explains, yeah, I got a call to go out there. The woman was disheveled. There's stuff thrown everywhere. I instructed Mr. to leave. And, yeah. Okay. So then my lawyer goes up there. Sir, have you ever talked to Mrs. So-and-so before? Yeah, on a few occasions. Sir, do you remember any conversations about, no, I don't remember nothing like that. He goes, sir, why did you respond to this call? And he goes, well, we had a call on 911 from this woman that this guy had showed up and he was angry and we had responded to a domestic violence situation. And then all of a sudden my lawyer said, okay, hold on 1 second, sir. He says, we'd like to play this, Your Honor. And he goes, okay, Your Honor, what's evidence, blah, 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 blah. And he started checking evidence or whatever. So I went down to the courthouse, and my lawyer, and we got the complete 911 call. So they play the 911 call, and it's me making the call. The judge fucking hears that. All right? The jury hears that. The cop is sitting on the stand and he's fucking turned beet red because now he's busted. So my lawyer exposed a fucking corrupt cop that was trying to fucking blow smoke up my fucking wife's skirt and got him busted right on the stand. And when the fucking jury saw that, they were like, fuck this, let this over with. Ended it. So I won the entire case. You understand? The entire case.